time for match one of this league. We would obviously love to go first. And this hand has 2 lands in it and cards, so we're snap keeping. Opponent mulligans to 6, which is obviously another upside here. Unfortunately, triple lightning bolt is slightly above what we'd actually want in terms of burn spells in our opening hand. Since we do prefer to swarm the board and then top deck burn spells to finish off our opponents. The Sacred Foundry could mean several things. A Spellskite. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I haven't been keeping super up to date on modern developments. I'm gonna clear out since over time it will block more than 3 points of damage, I'm sure. Wall of Omens. We're against the high toughness deck. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I'm sure that's probably not a good thing for a Goblins deck. They are down to 9 though, which is getting pretty close. They don't have Anger of the Gods, they're dead. On the other hand, I completely expect that a deck with Wall of Omens and red sources has Anger of the Gods in it. If not so much game 1, certainly game 2. Lightning Helix, ugh, jeez. Well, this looks like it should theoretically be a bad matchup for Goblins, but we were on the play. They mulliganed a little bit. So we have options. We could play a 1-mana Bushwhacker and then play this Bushwhacker. I don't think I want to do that though. I think what I want to do is just lightning bolt their face and then surge this one in and save this Bushwhacker for the following turn, just to maximize our bushwhacking abilities. Playing this one out because it's always more awkward to use than the other one. This is definitely the worst between the Bushwhackers. I forgot. If you don't play Magic Online very much, there is a button that lets you yield all the time if you've got nothing to do. But it doesn't work if you have a card with Kicker in your hand, because apparently Magic Online believes that Kicker means that you can play it at any time. Ghost Quarter themselves, so they need to path. That seems acceptable to me. I would love to use Path to Exile's ability. Well, they're on 5, which, as we know, is the number to put your opponent on when playing Goblins. Blade Splicer, ugh, jeez. Well, that's fine though, because if I lightning bolt their face, puts into 2, we have 4 attackers, with Bushwhacker, they're all lethal. So I'll Bushwhack first, just to slow roll it a little bit. Just make sure I don't do anything weird. Deal some damage. Bolt. Dead. Yeah, nailed it. Unfortunately, as I said, they seem to have a bunch of things that crush goblins, like lightning helixes and walls, and blade splicer seems insane as well, since the splicer itself actually trades with basically everything. I'm not very enthusiastic about prospects here. I assume what the opponent is trying to do is play some sort of red-white Blood Moon deck that gets people with Restoration Angel, and maybe Kiki Jiki is the combo thing, but Restoration Angel, Blaze Spicer, Wall of Omens, this sort of value, that seems pretty good. So we might need to take extreme measures to win this match. Measure number one, I'd say, starts with Smash to Smithereens. They've already demonstrated Spell Skates and Blade Splicers, so I'm willing to board in a bunch just in case. Fork Bolt doesn't seem very good since it doesn't kill walls, and it does deal 1 damage to Blade Spicer, but then it doesn't kill the token. It's possible that Goblin Guides are slightly worse because of all the walls. You don't want to just keep attacking and they blanket and they draw the lands from it. But on the other hand, I keep going to sort by convert mana cost. I'm not used to decks with this little curve. I think I'll maybe take out one of these Bushwhackers. Take out... dear. I think maybe a couple of Lightning Bolts. Since even though they were acceptable that game, I suspect that dealing the Lava Spike plan to their face isn't going to be that great. Maybe Mog Fanatic is also a bit on the weak side. Well, here we have our plan. We hope they are going to have a weak draw, and we're gonna blow them up with Smash for Smithereens. Well, the opponent's Snap kept. We have maybe a good draw. We really need to draw one more land though. Oh, we revealed Spellskite. That's a good start. Good start. They did not play any spells. So this means almost 100% that they're just going to kill this Goblin Guide. So I'm just not going to attack with it. So they don't get the free bonus land. Yep. So they killed the Loyalist, but I mean I still have a Goblin Guide. Wow. What is this for? Tap target non-creature artifact. Is it Orb of Dreams or something like that? Good lord. Alright, time to play some Krenko's Command. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I like it. Eldrazi Displacer. Well, I guess I should have considered that one. That's definitely a tough one, considering I just took out some lightning bolts. But I guess if they're just using that in order to remove 1/1 goblins, it's not the worst thing. Smash to Smithereens. I think I will just do nothing and hope that they use some mana so I can smash their Spellskite. Alright, smash. Just negate their Lightning Helix. Well, the life gain power at least. Obviously my guy is still dead. I'll just... yeah, he just did that. That's fine. This 3/3 is pretty tricky. But we have learned more information about their deck. Turns out we need lightning bolts. I expected them to have more sweepers in their deck, but it seems with all these guys that they probably don't have Anger of the Gods. I mean, they still might, don't get me wrong. They could easily still have it, but it's not a card I can necessarily beat, so I'll decide to play around it. So they could play two things now? Jeez. Alright, time to grenade their face with one of these Goblin tokens before they go away forever. You could say that I could blow up this Displacer. But obviously they can save each other. So I'm just biding my time some more, getting the use out of this full lava axe. Ah, another lightning helix. This is the worst. Path to exile. I'm honestly not unhappy with that at all. They even played it in their main phase. Take it. Mono 3/3s. Okay, I'll lightning bolt this one. Play another War Marshal. Get stuck in, since I'm not going to win any game where I'm chump blocking with a previously Echo paid War Marshal. They're down to one card. Obviously I just can't possibly beat their board at the moment. Okay, because I haven't paid the Echo for this guy yet, and I'm not going to this turn, now is a good time to block. What's going on? Alright. Time to play a Chieftain. Now obviously they can just kill these two Goblin tokens. But then I can get in for... No, they've got Needle Spires. I can't do that either. Because just getting Chieftain killed for no damage didn't seem great. And they could also just animate and block one guy, then still blink a token, so I'm just down overall. It's definitely looking bad. Okay, so I can't attack this turn, but I can hope that they attack in such a way that they get themselves killed. Tapping out with Goblin Chieftain doesn't seem like a big deal. Got Path to Exile as well. Oh no. So then I can just blink this out and I'm dead. Okay. Alright, so we have learned that there are Eldrazi Displacers in their deck. Well, Goblin Pile Drivers, in hindsight, seem a bit worse since they have way more things that punish it. I'll take out a Krankos command as well, maybe? Hmm. It's kind of tricky. It's sort of blasphemous to take out Goblin Grenades, because against a lot of these decks, you sort of just need to draw multiple grenades. But I'm going to cut one, so I still have as many grenades as I can, but they are sort of dead if they have Spell Scout in play. I mean, obviously, hopefully they won't have Spell Scout in play. But let's see, what else can you do here? Hmm. I'll put one Pile Driver back in. It's not great against removal, but it does offer your deck a different dimension when you can, like, especially if they're pathing you, you get to play Pile Driver plus do some Bushwhacker nonsense. This hand's pretty bad. 3 lands is a lot, but it still has a 1-drop and a Lightning Bolt and some Bushwhackers, so if I draw spells, these Bushwhackers will be great. If I draw more of our 19 lands, it's not going to be great. Smoke Fanatics definitely our worst 1-drop, I think, here, but it's not very worthless because we can always use it to kill a Blade Splicer when it's in the process of being blinked. Also, if we feel like it, we can use it as Latent Helix protection, and killing off one of our toughness guys that is being targeted. Ah, wow, we're just Bushwhacker flooded today. I don't think I'll play this last one if I draw most other things that would give me options, since I really don't think a squad of 1/1s is going to get the job done, and it's sort of leaving a lot of damage on the table. Alright. Well, multiple lightning bolts. After a bad start for us here. I would love it if I just drew like a 1-drop. A Blade Splicer, well, that is what we're talking about. Well, let's see. I'm gonna not bolt because what if I draw Smash to Smithereens? Did not draw that. So there's definitely an argument to bolt this and attack, but I don't think we're gonna win the game if we do that. We've already drawn our 4th land, which is more than is required. If we bolt them twice, they go down to 7. Oh my god. Alright then. A hard cast Leyline of Sanctity, that is fine, I guess, since in exchange for being unable to burn them out, we make them essentially discard a card, I suppose. Yes, this is what I was expecting to draw, now that they have the Sanctity in play, but they would have been very close to dead if they didn't play Leyline and given their burn spells. Drowsy Displacer, that absolutely has to die. Goblin Chieftain, that's perfect. I mean, I'm sure he's got Lightning Helix or something, but we don't have the luxury of playing around everything. Just takes it. I approve. I approve of this course of plan. Course of action. I can see words. I can see words good. And with this Bushwhacker that we've been holding on to, something like a War Marshal would actually be just great. Jazzy Displacer. Well, that's pretty disgusting. But at least, like I say, we have this seal of Blade Splicer removal. A pile driver. Um, so I think what we need to do is kick this Bushwhacker, launch it at the Displacer with the Goblin Grenade. They try to use Blade Splicer, try to flicker Blade Splicer, then we kill it with Mock Fanatic, then we attack for 2, and then we're left with this pile driver. And they have one card to our one card. They do have a Needle Spires, which is obviously pretty great, but there's not much we can do about that, really. One thing that is, in theory, good about this Goblins deck is that we... Blind Obedience, good grief. Take that, Goblin Pile Driver, Haste Shenanigans. Well, I guess we need to draw... Ooh. So we still can't attack because it's Needle Spires. But we need to draw some sort of removal spell for Needle Spires, or just swarm over it, since we're really not that far away from being able to do so. As I was about to say though, one of the theoretically good things about this Goblins deck is that because we have such a low land count, sometimes, even though our spells may be 2 for 1 against us, we're just going to draw more spells than them overall because of our incredibly low curve and massive amount of spells. You know, maybe they've got 35 spells in their deck, but we've got 41 spells in their deck. So, sure. Unless I'm missing something here, they're dead. And we have managed to win the match somehow. Hooray!